What's good? What's good? You're checking back in with us, your girls. Our truth, your truth.
Our truth.
Of course, I'm Constance.
And I'm your girl, Carla.
And I am your girl, Francesca, aka Miss Frankie B.
That's right. And we are back with another episode. Thankfully, you guys have faith in us and decided to come back and watch us.
Yes.
We love the
For
reviews.
real.
If you guys ever, want to leave comments or reviews
Please
down, we are all game for it.
Yes, yes.
So let's go ahead and dive into this episode of Our Truth, Your Truth. So we all have been pretty busy. I think the last time that we were on air, there's a whole lot that has transpired and has come together on our end. So
Yeah, a lot.
what's been going on, ladies? How's everybody doing?
I've been pretty good. Things have been good. Just, me, I'm always going to say trying to just take it easy and stay at peace. That's my motto. Just kind of slow and steady wins the race. That's my idea of life.
Yoga on the beach.
Yeah, let me tell you, people now, like, they say Shakara has the best life because all of her pictures are literally doing yoga on the beach in the morning, in the afternoon.
Well, that's really just what I love. Like, I just feel like I've manifested my dream life. I just want to do yoga, massage,
And take
go
naps.
to the beach,
Take naps on the beach.
take naps on
Yes.
the beach. And that's really it. And that's all I ever talked about wanting to do. And that's what I do. So it's real when they say, speak it and it shall be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
You did that, though.
Yeah.
You did that, Car.
So I think, Frankie, what's been up with you? Miss Frankie B?
It's been a lot. It's been a lot.
I
You
can
have- you have lost
I can
words.
tell by the way that
But you know what? Because listen, but it's when I say a lot, I mean a lot in a good way. When God has you in a waiting season, it's
Mhm.
definitely a waiting season. And when you come out swinging, you come out swinging.
Mm.
And that's what I feel like I've been prepared for my next season. And it's a lot. It's a spiritual journey. It's spiritual warfare. It's a lot that goes to it spiritually, mentally.
Spiritual journey, that is so true, girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot in it.
It's
It's so true.
real.
So it's like right now, it's a lot that has been coming, but I'm prepared for the next season. So it's a lot. Don't want to talk too much on it right now. But
Hey, I can respect it because it's good to hold some things down for a while.
yeah.
It's even like planting a seed
Yeah.
in the ground. Like it
Mhm.
doesn't just spring up right
Yeah.
away.
You're right.
You have
Water
to
it.
cover it. You got to make sure it's in good soil.
Mhm.
So
Water it.
Good soil, yes.
yeah, it has
Yeah.
to be rooted in good soil in order for it to work. So yeah,
Yeah. I'm
So-
excited though.
that's really good. I'm happy and excited for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, boo.
So I know with me, there's been a few different things that's been going on. So I set out to do a few different things and starting back up since I have my book, hashtag Silence Her No More.
Yes.
Of course, guys, it's available on Amazon. I set out that I'm like, this year I want to start back doing more speaking engagements and I
Mhm.
wanted to start back doing just a slew of things that I had started planting the seeds about 4 to 5 years ago. And so I actually was booked for my very first panel discussion live.
Ow.
Go,
Look,
girl.
last time we had wine glasses. This time we got the 5.
We got
Yeah.
high five.
We got to get some more wine glasses in here, though. We got to get some more wine.
That's right. So yeah, and that's pretty exciting because it's a live panel, and we're speaking on mental health, the stigma surrounding mental health, and just honestly by having to prepare for this, I am a Google scholar for real.
Mhm.
Like I graduated from Google. Like
Okay.
that's
Google
my
and YouTube University?
Yes,
University.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So with that being said, I had to like really dig deep and start doing a lot of research on what was the meaning of stigma and what was the meaning of mental health. Because when you think of mental health, like most of the time, I don't know, like do y'all like it's always when someone has went off the deep end
Right.
on and
Mhm.
done something horrible, some
Right.
mass shooting or something, and they're like, oh, well,
Mhm.
mental health played a
Yeah.
part in that.
Well,
But
your mental health does, but it didn't just happen just
Mhm.
then. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you react at that moment, but it started at some point, right?
Right.
But there's people that be like, oh, you have those ones that say, yeah, it's mental health, but then you also have those ones that's like, but is it mental health? Like everyone's like, oh, talk about mental health this, mental health that. But at the end of the day, like I don't feel nobody just gonna decide to jump out of a window
No,
one day
yeah,
or
no.
one day. So something
Played a
is
part.
not right. Like if there was
Yeah.
something that
Beyond so that was like that when I really started reading like honestly after doing my research, I truly feel that every person, and I could be totally wrong,
yeah,
but I feel like every person has some sort of mental health.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Some
yeah.
sort, because
Oh,
once
yeah.
I read the definition, I mean, it's low self-esteem, it's
oh yeah,
depression, it's
and trauma is
trauma.
what
Childhood
That's
we all have
trauma.
went through
Yeah.
trauma.
if
We
you
have been
listen,
through,
COVID-19,
yeah.
if you have been on the
Oh.
earth when COVID-19 came and swept everybody from off their feet, put us on lockdown,
Yeah.
we couldn't work.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that you can't tell me that you're not traumatized. Most of the people have built their solid businesses from
Oh
the
yeah.
pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
And small businesses. Look, me being a massage therapist, I couldn't work for several months.
Right.
So
Yeah.
And then going through, not the financing part. So
oh yeah.
basically, once I was seeing and read everything, I was like, wow. So there's all sorts of mental health. And okay. So, and one of the questions that is on there is asking, saying, like, what are my thoughts on how to help or prevent, the stigma, of mental health? Like, what is my perspective on that? And honestly, I really if you can't lovingly give someone advice, resources, help, support, then you need to mind your business. Because if you're going to be mean and ugly and hateful towards that person that's having a moment, because we all have our crisis moments,
Yeah, we do.
you're going to be that way,
right?
Then that you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Like, you are the problem of
You have
why
some
we
soul
have
searching to do.
this stigma going around. Because the stigma is, from my understanding, when I looked it up, it's literally just someone's perception or on what lack thereof in you that they see, whether it's real or just their thought.
Right.
It's just their perception of that individual.
Right. And
So-
if you never experienced what this person has experienced or went through it, not saying you can't give some kind of advice, but just know, like, you never walked in their shoes. So be very careful about what you say, or people like to say, oh, that'll never be me or this, but no, life.
I would never do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what's so amazing is, if you really think about it, if I was to know what you did, there's a lot of I would never do that. That I would think about myself about your life.
Right.
So just either be a part of the solution or just mind your business.
Yeah.
That's just really how my take on it.
Yeah, I think it's also too important for that community to have a community around you.
Oh, that's
because I would tell you, I feel like my mom had a lot of mental health issues that she was dealing with.
Yeah.
But she had a lot of people, or I feel that she had a lot of people around her that wasn't, holding her accountable for her actions, or, being, telling her, being a no man.
Right.
Yeah. We have to have some people that are no's, like, no, listen, keep it real. Like, like we do with each other.
Right,
we tell each other how it is. So pretty much that it's all about having that community, that circle around you that's going to hold you accountable for your actions,
Right.
So
yeah, and the thing about it too, even if the ones that are around you, they're gonna keep loving, praying for you, giving you resources. But it's also up to us, the individual, to actually go with the flow of the help.
Yeah,
Because we be our own. I know for me, I can be my own problem, and I have all the resources. This, our cell phones and everything. There's no reason why I don't feel anyone, unless you are extremely without any technology, absolutely no technology, and you're in the woods, or you could be home. But you don't have any type of technology. That's the only time that I can understand you saying there was no way for me to research help.
Something,
something.
There's help out there, but what happens is, what about the people? There's people that have asked for help, or they went. What the case is, it's a lot of people that have went to someone that they cared for, thought loved them, but guess what? This person hadn't really been through what they've been through, and so guess what comes out? Judgment. This person
judgment.
feels
That's so true.
So
that's so
you're
true.
scared to go to a
your
person.
yeah.
And then God forbid, like a lot of times, we would like to think family is the best to go to, but the people who know you, them some of the worst, because they already have this idea or this
of who you are,
picture of who you are, and they know the things you have done, or so it's a lot of judgment. So then what happens? People go into this shell, I believe, and then they're scared to go to someone. So it's best to just. That's what happened. Judgment comes.
That goes back to what I was saying, as far as if you don't have any solution,
right,
and you don't have any resources, and the best you can do is, and for the person that's sending out the judgment, the best that you can do is to help that person to just mind your business in no other way. Because by pushing out all your projections of, okay, what you are, you're going to always be like this, you're never going to change, no one needs to hear that. No one needs to hear. If anything else is just, give it to whatever higher source, and you just keep on praying for them, or whatever it is that.
Especially at someone's vulnerable moment. Like when you're at your most vulnerable moment, I don't need to come to you for help. I don't even have to ask for help. You can tell by my actions that I need help.
Right.
And I'm coming to you for help, and you're not understanding. You're not trying to take the time to understand who I am right now, or who I am, or who I'm growing to be, or what the growing pains that I am that's happening right now. So I think the judgment comes into play. Trying to go to people for help and vulnerability is the most it's a lot.
Well, that's why I said with that that topic was real, like it really caught my heart, it caught my mind. I was very happy when I was asked to do it, because I'm like, you know what, it's time for me to actually start thinking and looking into my own self on how to make some corrections, and that just helped just like guide me right on into it. So I am grateful for that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
That's
mental health is big.
So I can't wait for that. And
it's gonna be real nice out. So that's pretty much what's been going on. So what about like our hot topic that we have? Our hot steamy topic that we have.
Listen, you guys. So every show we're gonna try to bring you guys a hot topic.
Yes.
So we're going to try to bring you a hot topic that's pretty much that's trending in the Twitter world, Instagram world. So we're a podcast. Of course, we're talking about our truth, your truth, but we're also going to bring it a little bit radio commercialized, because we used to be on the radio, and we miss that feeling of being back on the radio, dealing with hot topics and celebrities. So the hot topic for today.
Rihanna, she's pretty freaking hot right now. People are talking a whole lot of. You went from her performance to her magazine cover that she has out right now. So it's just Rihanna.
I think she's hot able to pull up the actual magazine and who that put it out.
Yeah, so Vogue. So the
Vogue.
British Vogue.
British Vogue.
So I guess basically it was the photo of her holding Travis Scott's hand, and he's holding the baby. Now, normally you would it would be the man that's leading and the women that's holding the baby as far as like nurturing.
Well, we taking over now. I guess we leading the packs,
and that's exactly what it looked like.
What was so funny? I seen something that said, and I was gonna put it watered down of what it actually said, but it was like, ain't nobody trying to find no man with money. We the men with money, and so we're the man with money. That's exactly what, but it said it differently. So when I seen that cover, like my take was on it, I just thought it was a nice photo. Like I didn't even dig into it. I didn't even see what the hype was. Then once I started reading on it, I was like, well, I can see what, like, if somebody put a narrative out, and if I want to follow somebody else's narrative, I could see where that could be built. But like just looking at the picture, I didn't see that Travis Scott was being demasculinized, or that she was,
I love to see men holding babies.
I didn't see anything wrong with it. Like they were just digging so deep in that, and it was so much like criticism about it.
Was.
Like, why would we want to criticize a woman for being strong and holding down her family if that's what she and her spouse, not saying that it's their problem, because it's definitely not, But like, what is wrong with that?
Yeah, if a
Yeah.
woman leading or yeah.
And I thought it was just like looking at the video the photo when it first came out. I'm like, okay, she just performed at the Super Bowl. It's all about her. It's not about him. So that's how I seen it.
And he's giving her space to
He's
shine.
giving her
Yeah.
exactly her
Yeah.
spotlight.
See, I thought that's what the problem was because you got so many men and
that-
women
Yeah.
that have a problem with allowing
the woman to lead,
shine.
and that's why I feel he's just showing like it's okay to let the woman lead. Like,
yeah,
it's okay. Like, it's all right.
like she doing her own thing. Go Rihanna.
Yeah, that's
Let
okay.
her
That's
go.
right. Go Rihanna, baby.
So go Riri. We love you,
and
Riri.
like you just brought up the whole halftime Super Bowl. Now that's
that was just another. She killed it.
I mean, she killed it too.
I like her little commercial. What did she pull out her Fenty, or she?
Yeah, she had all of that
did her
going
stuff.
on.
Yeah,
Like,
so I think it was pretty good.
I love it. And I love it. I mean, you have to be an amazing dancer to dance on those type of what it is.
plexiglass looks like.
Oh my God, like 60 feet in the air. So it's kind of like
pregnant.
With a
I think she's a superhero.
I do too.
And with a robe on.
And a lot of people were
still dancing.
You know what I'm saying? She's pregnant. I knew she was pregnant though, because I was ready for the real Riri to pop out.
Yeah, so the only thing I can say I was just ready to see some shaking and
me too, because she could dance
over, and I was ready to see some
me too
hips twisting and wine. I was like, wait a minute, this is not the Ree I know. But
that was Mama Ree.
That was Mama Ree. That was Mama Ree.
So that was Mama Ree. That wasn't Riri turn up.
Yeah,
bitch better have my money. That wasn't her.
No, that wasn't her. No, not at all. When I seen a little bump. I'm like, wait a minute.
Ree,
hold on, Riri. Now you pregnant. So
yeah, I was tripped out about that. I didn't like whether our former president and a few other high-placed political people had so much like negative stuff to say about a woman. Bump the fact that she's a minority, but just the simple fact that this woman had the nerve to get 25 feet, 30 feet in the sky with see-through plexiglass, dancing pregnant, robe bodysuit, and up there by herself, mind you. She wasn't like she had any backup there with her. And she was singing.
They said that?
No, they were just saying it was the worst show. The halftime NFL could have done better. It was just really crazy the way they was dragging Riri about her show. I thought she did excellent, honestly. I really did.
It was
big, so.
Like, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
They didn't know that, but at the end of the day, like, what do they want her to do? Jump over back, do backflip off the plexiglass and land on 2 feet.
And half the people that was talking noise can't even do nothing that this girl did. They can't even. If they even went up in the elevator, they would knees be shaking. This girl
can't even drop it low. Can't even drop it low. You want to talk about Riri?
Girl, a hot mess. So I was like. Okay, so I have this question real quick. All right.
Okay.
Before we wrap this whole thing up, I have a question. We usually leave off with like a nice motivational saying. So I just have this question. In a relationship, what is considered broke? So basically, let me break it down a little more. So you're in a situation and you're dating someone and they make more than you or you make more than them.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the finances that make them broke, or is it their behavior, their attitude, their mindset that makes them broke?
Yeah, your mentality.
Mindset, because
it's everything.
We can all make money. It's not what you make; is what you are able to hold on to and how you're able to use and move.
So, lesson of my life.
People make a whole because that's the story of my life. We didn't all learn finances, financial literacy. I feel that's one of the hardest, other than motherhood.
Yeah, financial literacy. Oh,
I mean, because it's easy and fun to make money, but you're gonna spend it, and God forbid being the only child, kind of having things your way, making fast money, living fast. It come in fast, it's gonna go out fast.
Yeah,
and then with me becoming an entrepreneur, I still this was me. I didn't know. And so I learned it throughout that. So you can make a whole lot of money, but it's not what you make, is what you do with what you make.
Yeah. And you always, but you always tell me that. You always tell me that.
Life.
Yeah, no, that's your truth. Your truth. No, but you always tell me that. And I would say your mindset as well, because you can be in a relationship and you can be, I would say, broke mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you're a hustler, you're gonna automatically go get it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna worry about what's coming in tomorrow. You're gonna go make it happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I in a relationship, you can be broke that way.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
No, go. I was watching the Cash Doll. She was on Instagram and she was saying a lot of people asked her what her relationship or something. She was like, even if we're broke, I want somebody who's gonna, that mindset and to make me laugh. And she was just going on and on, but she never said about he needs to have money
well, you gotta have money.
You gotta have money, but she was just saying that's not. It's more to that than just having money. So it's your mindset.
I definitely think it's mindset. Because I was reading. The reason why I asked it, I was reading this. Something on social media, and it was basically just asking that question. The female was saying like she would never date someone who was working at a fast food restaurant. Mm-hmm. Now I understood where she was coming from, mm-hmm. but it was like they were asking her, okay, but what if he had great business plans? Maybe you have the money, mm-hmm. and maybe you got a great career where you're pumping the money, but you don't really have that mindset to do something else with it besides make sure the bills paid and maybe do some other small investment. But this guy, he may be at a fast food right now, but he's got a whole $1 million plan in his head, and that's temporary where he's working at.
Right.
His mindset is showing otherwise, like he on some other stuff.
Yeah.
So, and she was just like, no, she would not date a broke man. And they're like, well, how is he broke? Just because it's because he's working somewhere? And she's like, yes, because he's working somewhere, where it's not equaling or going beyond, what she's bringing in into her. So, and this was someone that was like my age, the woman was. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, we've gotten so far from just how we view a good quality person.
Right.
If you don't have money, then you're less than. It's practically what's been going on, with society lately.
Yeah.
And that's definitely not true.
No.
At all. Like, and that bothers me because we got all of our kids are teenagers.
Yeah.
So it's like they're coming up in a society where if you are not making a certain amount, then your value is not, there.
Oh yeah.
Then that's insane.
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane.
And they truly believe that.
Yeah. So, well, that was good to hear from you ladies too. Your thoughts about it. And we would like to hear back from you all, what your thoughts are about a person. What do you consider a broke person?
Right.
That's up for a great discussion.
Yes.
So, ladies, what else? Anything else you guys would like to bring up? Any other discussion?
Our truth, your truth.
Do we got any testimonies, or I don't know? What do we have to talk about?
It seems like
we just here free flowing, y'all. We just really want to be just authentically ourselves, and it's not that every time we're gonna have this whole major topic. We just want y'all to join in with us and just connect and really just see, how we vibe. So
I would say a testimony. So I am now people know me from doing theater, and so I finally ventured off to film, which now you can find me on the book False Prophet on Amazon Prime or Tubi. And everybody, and you know what? Everybody is like, they are so on Tubi actors right now. Like everybody is so cracked. They love to crack on Tubi. Every time you get on Facebook, they are cracking on Tubi actors, everybody from Tubi. But you know what? I love Tubi. I'm on Tubi. Go ahead. If you have Tubi, seems like everybody have the app. Go ahead and download the book False Prophet, featuring your girl, Francesca Brown. But
what's your name on what's your name on the movie? You ain't telling your name? She's trying to keep her name.
I don't know why you love that name. Sister Faithful.
Sister Faithful. Yes.
And a lot of people do not like that character. A lot of people do not like that character.
They don't like Sister
I heard
Faithful.
they was gonna run you out the church when you went out of town. They was gonna run the girl out the sanctuary. with broomsticks.
Sister Faithful be getting the side eyes on the screen
No, but,
and off the screen.
But the testimony is I had someone to ask me one night, someone asked me, how do you keep smiling and you lost your mom? Because they say they lost their brother the same way I lost my mom. And right now they're angry, they're grieving, they don't know how to go past accepting the fact that, they lost their sibling. And I looked at her and I was like, I can't tell you how I keep going and keep moving. And I lost my mom. Like, it's nobody but God.
Right.
And I said, I just feel like God has he basically has me in a bubble, and he keeps, because after my mom passed, I had to go and do that's when the movie premiere. So I had to actually walk around people and be in a movie premiere, have my head head held high, be strong. But it honestly felt like I was in a dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody was there but my mom.
Yeah.
And to me, that was the most hardest thing I went through, because it's like my dream was coming true, but I don't have that person right there with me. So I would say the testimony, that's pretty much my testimony. God has just been blessing me, because after I did that film, I was in another short film, the Ahmad film. Then I have another film that's about to air. It's called that's another thing, you guys. You gotta wait on that. But God has just been keeping me in the palm of his hands.
That's so awesome.
I just have to tell you guys, I have to look at the camera right now and tell you guys, if you're lost a loved one, you're grieving, you're going through something traumatic, having a traumatic experience, and I call it the new norm. You have to it's the new norm for me, because I have to, even though my mother's passed, she's no longer here, she's here in spirit, but I have to keep moving forward, because I have to make her proud.
Yes.
And everything she left me with, her, conversations, I remember all the memories that we have. Just keep on holding strong and continue to pray, continue to talk to God and ask God to give you strength. I would say for our community, definitely take a grieving class, go to therapy.
Grieving class.
It helps a lot. I have a grieving class that I went to, Healing for the Hurt. It's sponsored by my church. I definitely, if you want to attend or you want to go to a class, I definitely can give you the information. Just reach out to me. But I would just say keep praying, you guys, and God is never going to leave us nor forsake us.
That is so
He
true.
always
Amen.
has us.
Amen.
So,
that was wonderful. It's straight from the heart.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a big one. I know my mom lost my grandfather. We all lost my grandfather, but any time his birthday and things like that, so it's a difficult time. Period. When you lose someone. So that was all great advice that you just had given.
Oh yeah, and I just want to say I'm so proud of you and how you are coming, because I remember when you was just in it. You're still in it, but I remember now it's like you just smiling more. You able to talk about your mom. Like I remember there was a point when you couldn't even really say, or the second that it even came up, you could tell you was finna cry. Like, but now you just like talking about it with a smile. I remember
I'm still holding back a lot.
But it's just
I have my moments.
I have my moments. It's a lot has,
And I think grieving class helped too, because grieving classes showed the different emotions that you go through, and I learned to not stay in those emotions.
Yes,
let it out. If I'm mad that day, I'm gonna be mad, but I can't. I got to move forward.
Yes,
and so I just learned to be understanding that we're not here forever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This is just that we're just in a temporary body, and God is just so good. God is good. God is real. And
it's all about these good vulnerable moments, and that's what we are here to bring y'all. The truth and just where we come from, and just that vulnerable side. Because we all have it, and that's
yeah.
Well, I think that is pretty much that sums our truth, your truth episode up. I hope you guys enjoyed our show with us, and be sure to stay tuned to our Instagram, our Facebook. Frankie got them all down pat.
Yeah,
she can run it.
I had it too. On YouTube.
Go Cara. Yes,
on YouTube. Our Truth, Your Truth. Right? Instagram,
Our Truth.
Facebook, Our Truth, Your Truth.
And our link tree is in the bio.
Link tree is in the we got our link tree.
I had it. Got the link tree.
We on Spotify. We
Spotify,
everywhere.
Apple Podcasts.
Yes, we everywhere. We out here.
So if you cannot watch us, you can definitely listen to us. Tune to us in your car. Apple Podcasts, like Cara said, or Spotify.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Until next time, you all take care.
Bye.
I'm Constance.
And I'm your girl, Carla.
Francesca, Miss Frankie B.
Bye.
Peace.